There's so much, and I don't think that it's ever going to go away.
Their loved ones are gone, but the symbols of their loss stand silently along Tennessee roads. Roadside memorials have long stood as remembrances of lives lost on America's roads. We often see them, but don't know who was lost and who is left behind. Tonight, News 2's Joseph Pleasant shows us the people some say are some of these crosses.
You're telling me that towards the end of October, you always start to feel what?
Anxious, a lot of anxiety, a lot of stress.
In October 2009, Eddie McCreary was hit and killed while trying to tow his daughter's stranded car. Katrina Cornwell kept driving. Police later found her at Opry Mills Mall drunk.
It tears families up, tears families apart.
McCreary's family maintains his memorial year-round, decorating it for holidays and his birthday.
It's a place for me to feel somewhat close to him, because that's the last place he was actually alive.
You always think it's somebody else, you never think it's going to be you.
This memorial is for Eric and Lori Kerr's daughter, Katie. A convicted drunk driver driving the wrong way on Interstate 40 killed her in May 2009.
It makes family things hard because it's just, there's that elephant in the room that she's not there.
These two families' crosses are just two among countless others placed along Tennessee roadways.
I never really paid attention to how many there were before. I never really thought about them before, but I notice them all now.
Katie was heading home to White Bluff after work. She was a senior at the University of Tennessee, Chattanooga. She was an English major with an international studies minor.
She was great. she was a very sweet person, and I know everybody says that about their kids, but she always looked out for the underdog.
Katie wanted to teach English abroad, but now her family hopes her memorial teaches drivers here a lesson.
I know they're not going to know who she was, most of them, but I think that they should see that something happened there, and I think it reminds people to be careful.
Think of your own family. If something was to happen due to your negligence or anything else, what is that going to put your family through? That could be your cross on the side of the road.
Safety issue. There are great concerns on a number of different levels.
But believe it or not, these memorials are not without controversy. The Tennessee Department of Transportation tells us they're illegal. On Nashville's News 2 this morning, find out why and what it could mean to these families and thousands of others. Along I-40, Joseph Pleasant, Nashville's News 2.
The woman who killed McCreary was sentenced to spend both Christmas and Father's Day in jail for the next 10 years. Ian McClellan, the man who killed Katie Kerr, was sentenced to 22 years in prison.